Blessings, and shalom, brothers and sisters. There are things being written down about us in the heavenlies that we have to understand. How you feel and deal with things mentally, what you do behaviorally, in the spiritual resort of all of that. You know, there are things that Father is allowing in this world because one, it's that time. If you have discernment of the timeline that we're in, the son of perdition is soon to debut. We're at the tail end of things, which is why people, not which is why, but it is a factor also to why people are acting in no self-conscience to their actions right now. And I have said since 2024, we are in a spiritual manifestation of the abomination of desolation playing out right now. And the abomination of desolation in the Bible is all centered around the temple. The spiritual temple, though, is us. It's you and me. And we're either filled with Christ or you're filled with a demon at this point. Because every day you choose to follow Christ and his word, or your flesh, which makes you the God of your life than the one and true only living God. When you don't follow or walk in the way of Christ, you open yourself up to follow and allow demons inside. You choose, for example, if there's a racist being mean to you, you're either going to practice, bless and not curse and recompense evil to no man, or you're going to cuss the racist out. You're going to think negatively, talk negatively, and just have negative angst in your heart and mind towards the racist who is being pulled by the puppet strings of the demon he allowed inside of him or her. And it's your choice of how you deal and react. When we choose Father's way, the demon and even the example of racism has no power over us. But there are people who have already chosen their side. They have already chosen their allegiance, whether they know it or not. Some do, some don't. But there are some people who simply are meant to bring Christ out of you or take you further away from Christ because they're demonically compromised, if not possessed. They are under the demonic influence of an evil spirit, be it hate, anger, greed, whatever, the list can go on. But they are housing an evil spirit that is strongholding that person while torturing you. But most people think we wrestle with flesh and bone, with discernment to know that a demon is at work, but they still get trapped by the very objective of what the demon is meant to do. It has one job and one job only, and that is to afflict its BS on you. It's going to afflict its BS on you through the person who allowed it in their temple to begin with. So how you handle those people, how you respond, how you internalize whatever they do and did, and how it made you feel, is being recorded in the heavenlies. But Father is also using the wicked, those who are not in him or not fully in him, for your refinement, your purging. And take it from me, as a godly woman with a warrior spirit, the best training I have had to get me where I am today is with the person who I had to endure and bear my cross with. Most Christians believe, oh, God don't want you to go through none of that. That's cap. Sometimes a person's free will choice put them in the situation of what they're going through now. And it is only by the grace of God you can overcome those situations. But Father could also be allowing that situation for a person's closer walk with him, for their spiritual betterment. But they have to endure it with the Spirit of Father, with his spirit of grace and love that has to now be in you. And if you do not stay and bear your cross, that will not be achieved. So the greatest testing when you deal with someone who make you not want to apply the spirit of grace, the spirit of love, the spirit of meekness, the spirit of forgiveness. But when you do those things, you are walking in the Spirit. You're choosing the way of Father than the way of the flesh, who would, kick rocks to that person or cuss that person out, whatever the case may be. But really and truly, none of us are justified at all, because Father suffered and died for us, and he is the first one to endure and carry his cross for the sake of us all. So if you have Father in you, that's what you're going to do, and that's what you're going to apply to others. And yes, it can be hard, it can be difficult, but that's just a dead giveaway that your meter needs more maturity and growth, and even that needs more testing, going through trials and purging, with prayer for the right tools to help praying for the spirit of mercy, grace, love, meekness, endurance, perseverance, and long suffering. They really do you justice if you're praying for them consistently every day, with people you have to deal with, or just the demonic person at your job. But what is happening is what Father is allowing because of judgment, and people from the wicked to even Christians are being judged right now, and decision making time is at hand. You can scam, you can lie, you can cheat, you can steal, and do all the rest. Doesn't matter if you go to church. You're in those things, you are making the decision of whom you serve, which is self. And that is a qualification for team. Well, I say Satan because it's a greater impact, but team devil, because the devil loves when you serve self. Because if you are busy serving self, you're too busy to serve God. And riding both fences is pretty much a joke. Father is not going to be like, well, you swung over here more times than you swung over there. It doesn't work like that. Father is jealous. He's a jealous God. He wants all or nothing if you read those scriptures. And he deserves that. He deserves that of us, not the bare minimum we can give him. Because you don't give the bare minimum to your spouse. You don't give it to your kids. You don't give it to anything that you, or anyone that you hold dear. You know, it needs to be given to Father ultimately at the highest level before anybody else. So all of what we're doing, all of how we are responding and reacting to what is taking place, be it politics, be it racism, be it whatever it is going on, Father is gathering receipts on people. How you are moving right now with all this stuff going on. So watch your reactions, watch what you internalize, watch what you say, watch what you do, and do not ignore the spirit of conviction. Repent, and thank God for the spirit of conviction. Do not allow pride to rule you and overcome you. Do not exalt what you think and feel and believe over Father and his word. It's all being recorded, and Father will have receipts on people, and every receipt on you, you want it to be good when it's given account time. Blessings and shalom. I love you all.